Hey everyone, it's John Brown, the one and only Bandana Gamer, coming to you today with a special unboxing video. I recently picked up the X91 Xbox Controller from Hyperkin. They have just put this new color out, Ice, which is kind of a green translucent color. The X91 controller is kind of supposed to be the baby of a SNES controller and an Xbox controller. It came out with the launch of the Rare Replay, so it's been out for a while, and I've wanted to pick one up for a while, but never did. And then I saw this new ice color, and I was kind of like, oh, that looks really good. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do an unboxing. Then we are going to hook it up to the Xbox Series S to first check out that functionality, make sure that all works, which I have no doubt that it will. And then we're going to check out 3 games. We're going to check out Assassin's Creed Syndicate to see how well it plays on modern games. We're going to check out Battletoads on the Rare Replay collection. And then finally, we're going to check out the new Scott Pilgrim versus the World game that just came out today and see how a retro-style new game goes with a retro-style new controller. So sit back, hope y'all enjoy. Okay, so here we are with the X91. I've already gone ahead and made some cuts on these seals just because I don't like doing videos where you see me opening some form of the seal or packaging. Of course, I just ripped the box smidge, but so far so good coming out. Now we've got this nice little tray, and ooh, once again, really love that color. Go through and see what all is in the box. Got the X91 style controller, the quick start guide, freshness pack, a play well, thank you for your purchase and support Hyperkin. And that empties out the box. Let's go to the controller itself. So this is a wired controller, but seems that we've got a good amount of wire. Let's pop it out. Sorry for the quick little jump. I bumped the camera as I was moving my arms around it, but yeah, so this is what it looks like fresh out of the box. We got right and left triggers, whoops, buttons, and then of course the standard Xbox layout and just shorter nubs. It actually feels better than what I was anticipating. Of course, it is originally an Xbox One controller, so you don't have the share button, and you have an old style D-pad. D-pad feels a little mushy. Sticks feel good. Buttons seem like they're trying to be very Super Nintendo style in their shape. They're not convex or concave, but you definitely get more of a circle feeling than the dome, flat circle than the dome feeling. All right, so this is what the controller looks like. Let's go try it out on some games. Okay, so the controller is plugged in. I'm about to play around and just use it on the interface. I can tell you right now the couple of things I'm noticing. One, it does not feel as natural in your hand as a regular Xbox controller, kind of to be expected. They do have some ergonomic stuff on the back, so it's not a flat surface like an SNES controller, but it does feel like it's missing, kind of easy to drop. The joysticks feel really high. I don't know if you can see that with the camera I'm using, but they feel like your thumbs are way separated from the controller itself. D-pad feels better than I thought it would, navigating the screen. I will tell you that the top buttons and the top triggers are garbage. They feel like mush. Holding them and trying to get to these buttons, the top buttons are just awful. It does not feel natural. It feels very hard to get to, and the triggers are just crud. But let's check out how it is in gameplay. here we are. So once again, using the triggers run, it feels very unnatural. Joysticks, like I said, they feel very raised up. So they don't feel great in the hand, but it doesn't seem to take away from gameplay. Right, let's see where we need to go. Let's see, D. Let's see what. Let's go catch an urchin. Drop down.
Wait there! Oh.
Well, it's assassinating is fairly easy.
Doing fine, girl.
Feels a little loose, but I don't know if that's the game or the controller. Oh, entering an unstable area. I love the arbitrary climbing, like, in these games, because it's very random what actually you can climb versus the times where you can't actually climb it. Okay, I guess I need to go up.
You wanna rumble, bro?
This one's got your name on it.
I am starting to kind of feel like this doesn't feel super comfortable. Definitely not something I'd want to play several hours with this type of game. So far with this style again, this is not feeling great. I definitely wouldn't recommend using this for a first-person shooter.
What is this place?
And once again, that's not what it's meant to be. It's meant to be kind of for classic
This is
gaming.
Babylon Alley. Here we make it our business to know the streets and provide children with the opportunity to control their own destinies.
Clara, Mr. Green said we might be able to help one another.
Oops.
In exchange for our services, we ask a small favor.
Yeah, let's get the cinematics. So I'm supposed to go conquer one, reach the warehouse. Guess that's where I'm going.
You're gonna be so sorry.
Just see if I can get someone to fight me. This guy
Provide
lives
him with
fight
some
me.
asparagus fern. Show your new bit.
Oops, I assassinated him. Yep, see. I'm just trying to get a feel for this controller. Infiltrate the factory and rescue the.
Less chitter-chatter and more work. That's what a matter of words spent the night chained to the fence. Heads up! We have an intrusion! You call this clod!
Combat feels as fine as it does in these, which is always super button mashing-y. There's a child I need to free.
I'm right here.
Thanks very much.
I love how like arbitrary sometimes this all feels. Like, kill this person, don't kill this person.
This whole city's gone mad. What's wrong with this city?
Good.
Slice him into ribbons!
I'm gonna knock your teeth in. Just try to stop me. What do we have here? I see him!
Children to free.
Shh. It's all right, kid.
Much appreciated, mister.
Kids. I really like the idea of yeah, this controller's getting super uncomfortable for this style of game.
I'm a good man!
There they are.
I surrender.
Once I free these kids, feel like I can stop playing this one. Switch over to something
Thanks,
else.
mister.
So the kids are free. That ends, I think that ends that mission. Okay. So playing something like Assassin's Creed, this controller is not super great with. Okay, so I'm pulled up Battletoads, and I will say I am terrible at this game. I am not someone who can no-hit or no-death this game by any means. I'm lucky generally to get past the second level. So I figured play one level, that'd give us a good feel for how this game, how this controller feels like on a real classic game. Alright. Ah. So feels alright. Doesn't feel that much different from playing it with a regular Xbox controller. Feels a little floaty, but I think that might be just this emulation, not necessarily the controller. It's been a long time since I've played this on Xbox. I was so jazzed when this collection was announced. There we go. For a Nintendo game, this game is so amazing. Hey now. Dead? Please be dead. Okay. You knocked me down. Super great at this, as I confessed to, and so that killed me. There we go. Great jumping. As I said, I am not great at that game. But I can say this. This feels really good for a classic game. It does feel very close to actually playing it with a NES or SNES style controller. Problem I would say there is I don't think there are a lot of games that would take advantage of it. I mean, really, this is a controller that feels that it's almost solely for the Rare Replay collection. But it does feel nice on this classic NES game. Alright, so here we are with Scott, a new retro style game for a new retro style controller. Average show, because you saw how well I did. Let's try to be nice. Love this graphical style. Love the books. Love how this looks. But we all know this is... Actually feels pretty good. Oops. Love the music, once again. But not really what I'm here to review. It's the controller, and the controller feels pretty good for a beat 'em up. I'd say anything that doesn't use the joysticks, this controller probably is better for. But there we go, okay. slight vibration in it. I was not expecting that. So this being a game that uses top buttons, once again you notice like the top buttons are just garbage. This game is gorgeous though. Whoa. Hey. So yeah, this controller plays really good on retro style, which is what it was meant to do. Gotta get better at this game. So the X91 controller. Pros. Really like this color. Really like this translucent green that they call ice. The D-pad is way better than what I thought it was out of the box. This works really great for retro gaming, which is what it was designed for when it was kind of announced with the Rare Replay collection. Question is, how much retro gaming are you going to do on an Xbox? You can use it on PC, so I guess you can use it for emulation and those style games. If you move into the modern, with these joysticks and the lack of grips, it gets real uncomfortable really quick. These joysticks are really high off the pad, so they're not super comfortable, especially since you don't have any grips. And my biggest complaint, these top buttons feel like garbage. They're hard to get to. And these triggers are just like pushing Jell-O. They are mush and garbage. I cannot recommend this controller at all. I really, really wanted to. I really wanted to like this. This has been on my radar for so long. And I've wanted to pick one up. And now that I have one, I'm really disappointed in it. Like I said, it plays great if you want to do retro gaming. Scott Pilgrim, it worked fine. The Rare Replay Battletoads worked fine. But, you know, if you were to start playing Perfect Dark on Rare Replay, it'd be a garbage experience. Any of the 360 games that are on there. It's just not a good experience. And that is a crying shame, because the SNES is one of my favorite consoles of all time, if not my very favorite console of all time. And I like the idea of having a controller that is inspired by that for modern consoles. But this is just not executed in a way that is remotely enjoyable. I am hoping I am still within my return period. That is how bad I am hating this controller. So, if you're asking, hey Bandana Gamer, should I pick one up? No! Don't do it! It's not worth it. So, I guess that wraps up this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button and give me a subscribe. And my friends, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.